What's up, everyone? It's Giant Jigglypuff 3, and I'm going to actually go over something important for the randomizer logic. So, let's say this is Mad Monster Mansion, and you are playing as Banjo, and you spawn in the start area, right? And you want to collect all of the Jiggies, empty honeycombs, and notes. Let's just say that we don't care about tokens, we don't care about eggs or feathers. We assume that we have infinite of those. Just those three things, right? We're gonna go to, like, let's say the restroom, and we can't go to logo yet, so this is done, right? So we go back here. Go into this room, come back out. This room, come back out. Fine, right? I go to the well, and I don't know the move climb, and I can't go up the rope. What do I do? So if I have dive, I can death warp. And if I don't have dive, I have to save and quit. So what does this mean? It means I lose all my notes there. I didn't even go into these two rooms yet. Now, optimal scenario, you go into this room, this room, this room, this room, this room, go to the well now. Oh, now I have to die. Right? I've already collected everything that I could as BK. So that's not even that bad. Now, this is where it also gets annoying. I have decided to turn into the pumpkin. I had now started Mumbos. Go here, right? I now have to figure out which areas I can go to without an infinite loop of it going back or something like that. This is now becoming recursive, right? Because now I gotta find the optimal route as the pumpkin in order to go through every single room that I can. And this is not even including glitch logic where I can do reverse B adventure and get here. This doesn't even count detransformation pads or whatever, right? Like if I got rid of those, then you can come here as any freaking transformation. So what am I proposing? So I don't know how to do note saving. There is a ROM hack with note saving though that I could use as like a base. So let's go ahead and assume we have that logic, right? We go into the restroom, we come out, we go into this room, we come out, we go to the well, we die. Bloop. Well, we can't collect any more in here, right? So let's just continue. Cool. As Banjo and Kazooie, we've collected everything that we possibly can. All by checking which rooms we have access to. We don't have access to Lago, and we don't have access to the bottom of the well or whatever, you know. So um there's that. And then as you know, the pumpkin, you can go to the different rooms. Now, I was only considering those three items, the Jiggies, the empty honeycombs, and the notes. But Jiggies are obtained through things like Jinjos, through Blubber's Gold, through Chimpy's Orange, through Nabnut's Acorns, through Erie's Caterpillars. So the note saving ROM hack is what it is. A note saving ROM hack. It is not a Jinjo saving ROM hack. It is not a miscellaneous items ROM hack. So I could make a whole recursive thing, play the game as vanilla, and you know, it's annoying. Plus, note saving was the highest requested feature because people hate getting 99 notes and then dying to some bullshit. And I don't blame them. Now, skill issue, yeah, I get it, right? But I can understand that frustration. That's happened to me before. My first speedrun of BK, I got 96 notes and died in Click Clock Wood and I had to do it all over again. So, let me go ahead and show off the feature I want to show off. Yahoo! These are not the feature yet. So you're about to see some stuff, which is spoilers for features I've already either showed off or, you know, might have not have. I don't remember. So that's not the feature. This is the feature. The levels do not reset when you die. And this is the closest I can get to not only note saving, but Jinjo saving, to Nabna Acorn saving. Now, if you softlock in a room, if you don't have dive, right, you still die in the well, you still die in Gobi's Valley Water Pyramid. You can't even do Clinker's Cavern, to be honest. Like, you can kill a few snippets and stuff, but for the most part, you can't do shit there, right? So what happened? What did we just witness? Let me go to the code. Upon a death, this function is called. And upon other things, this is called, right? It says if reset on reload, which is a passive parameter, and or you are no longer in the level, do an extra amount of reset. Otherwise, just reset a few things. What is this for? If you are doing a mini game such as the matching pyramid or boggy race as Banjo-Kazooie or the Walrus, or I think Furnace Fun might have something to do with this too. I don't know. But you don't want to reset the entire level. You just want to warp out of there, right? This is not even the wrong warp. Or not wrong warp, sorry. The avoid out. This is its own function. And all it's checking for is on death, right? You want to reset the level. Or if you exit the level, do this, right? So I have it now with one line of code to just remove this branch. So basically, no matter whether this value is true or false, or I guess 1 or 0, right? No matter what it is, just ignore it. Always treat it like it's false, basically. And so all it cares about is this level thing. Now, you might be like, wait, but can't you make it so that if you collect a Jinjo in one world, you go to a different world and then it still counts because you can void this guy out or something like that? Or like not even Jinjos, right? But like, let's just say Blubber's Gold. You get Blubber's Gold, you don't give it to Blubber, you go to Mumbo's Mountain, you do whatever, you go back to TGC. Wouldn't it be better to just get rid of this part? No. I don't know how many people understand what memory leaking is, but long story short, it will mess up your your game. I don't think it'll do anything to the console itself, but on the off chance that it might, I'm not doing that. Give it some sort of break. The game can already handle when you are in the level for like a long period of time, when you kill everything, collect everything, you know, whatever. what it can't handle is going throughout the entire game with all that memory in store. So, um, there is there are a few caveats to this thing. So, first of all, again, if you enter a level, do whatever, and leave the level and come back, it will still reset. And I don't know how to inform the player that that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna hope that they enjoy a happy surprise when it happens, because Lord knows they're not gonna read the README. They're gonna skip as much text as possible, and for the unskippable text, they're gonna talk to their chat on Twitch. I can't help that. I'm done making the game like readmeable, right? It's still gonna be in the readme. Do not get me wrong, but I don't care. I'm done. I don't know. I don't know how to show them. Right? They're just gonna happy surprise. Second caveat: if you're in Furnace Fun and you do the first two puzzles in a row, right, and then you collect the empty honeycomb, and either you die from falling off, or death tile or something like that. I think even if you like leave the Furnace Fun area and come back, right? The Furnace Fun board is gonna reset, but that honeycomb will not. So the only way to reset that is to go from Furnace Fun to like Click Clock Wood, for example, and then come back out and then go back to Furnace Fun. Then that honeycomb will show up again. Now, am I afraid that someone's gonna get pissy because they suck at Furnace Fun? No. You guys have played the game enough. Hopefully you can answer some Furnace Fun questions. Talk to Brentilda. She's lonely. I don't say, or just use the feature to skip Furnace Fun. I have a feature for that. Moving on though to the last caveat, and this is the most important one. It is forcing the option on every playthrough. Now, I've not heard of anyone who has played the randomizer and has not shuffled around items. And that requires logic. And as a solo developer, if I had anyone else on the team who was willing to help me out with this, right, and they wanted the challenge, I'd say go for it. But there's not. People have come in the Discord, offered to help. I give them a rundown, and after a week, they disappear. And that's life. That happens. If I was a manager for a workplace, and I hired someone, and they only worked for a month, that fucking sucks, but that happens. And so for my own sanity, I'm going to have this run on every playthrough, so that for the competitive people, the logic will always be ready and available and easier to figure out. And for casual people, if you die, it's not as punishing. This is the note-saving feature, the closest I can get to the note-saving feature as I can. So all that said and done, if you want to look at this line of code, all I really do is remove this branch. It's very simple to implement for anyone in a ROM hacking community. If you want to take this, go for it. I'm open source. For any BK randomizer people who are now like, oh shit, the logic's way easier. Yeah. Help me. I was working on logic before, and I have to redo all of that. But you know what? It's worth it. I don't care. Have a good night, guys.